in order to understand some and any, we have to understand the difference between countable objects and uncountable objects. So we said countable objects in the plural. In the positive form, we say there are some lemons on the table. There are some CDs on the table. There are some eggs on the table. So that's countable. Now the negative is there aren't any, we use any, there aren't any cigarettes on the table. There aren't any biscuits, important, any for the negative. There aren't any magazines, for example, all right? Now, questions. Here again, we use the word any. We use any in the negative and any in the questions. So, are there any glasses on the table? Are there any books on the table? Are there any pens? All right, so some in the positive, any in the negative, and the question form. Good. Now, let's move on to uncountable objects. These ones here. The examples are, there is, singular verb, some sugar on the table. There is some flour on the table. There is some water on the table. Okay? Negative, again, we use any. We say there isn't any bread on the table. Again, with the singular verb and any, is there any money on the table? Is there any pasta? I want to add one more thing to this lesson, and it's the words this, that, these, those. Let me explain. With one object, you say this CD when it's close to you, this CD. But when it's distant from you, far away, you say that CD, this, that. All right? We hear this very often. Let me take two, plural. Now we say these CDs. When they're far from you, we say those CDs. Okay? So these, those, one, this, that. Let's see that on the screen. So this book, plural, these books when they're close to you, and that chair, for example, and those chairs.